not tell anyone I'm leaving. I left and then I informed everyone. जो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट ले रही हूँ क्या मैं कभी रिकवर भी कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं कर पाऊंगी? जो मेरा स्टेबल जॉब है वो पैसे जो आ रहे हैं वो भी आना बंद हो जाएंगे.
Sometimes it's like you just want to give up.
Why did you start it? If you forget the mission in between, you are going to get lost.
I hate my job, but I don't know what else do I do.
ये रीजन नहीं हो सकता बिजनेस शुरू करने का. I hate my job. The grass will always look greener on the other side.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Her Way Unfiltered. I am Shelly, your host, and today joining us is a super special friend of mine whom I met while traveling in Goa during COVID. She has gone from working at Byju's and Oyo to building her own brand which she designed from the scratch. It started as a hostel, but now it has grown into so much more. Please welcome Varsha to the show. Hi Varsha, how are you?
Hello, Shelly. I'm good. How are you?
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and joining into the show.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay. So before we get into everything, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, who were you before starting your business and how did you get here?
Honestly, before starting my business, I was just someone exploring myself. I used to do random stuff to figure out who I am actually. So, I will give you a little introduction about me. I come from Ranchi. I am basically from Ranchi. I come from a joint family and it is a big family. So, at a very young age, I started managing people, managing emotions, and understanding the situations. So I think that somewhere down the line that was there ki bhai kuch na kuch you have to do of your own. I did not know what. And but the thing was I was already put into a system where I was taking care of so many people. But I did my schooling from Ranchi. But when I was in 8th grade, I moved to Dehradun for my for my further educations. I did my schooling from Dehradun post that. And I was studying in a boarding school. So when you talk about this, the first day when you enter, you are a stranger to everyone. But the last day that you leave, it's a family. It's a family. So I think those 3 years taught me how to build relationships, how to make connections, how to make a stranger your own.
Wow.
And yeah, uh, after that, I did my graduation and post graduation from Pune. But while I was doing my graduation, there was something that didn't feel right at that point of time. I was not connected to myself. And I did a lot of internships in between. But post my graduation, I planned to move to Bangalore. And I started therapy out there. I knew I had to work on myself. But the excuse I gave was that I have to prepare for masters. So I know the therapy when it entered my life and how I took a choice. And I realized while you take therapy, it's not about anything but understanding yourself. Once you understand yourself, once you are self aware, you can regulate a lot of things. And those exercises that they had given me, the therapist, different therapists, so those exercises that they had given me, they helped me explore myself even better. While I was doing my post graduation, post that I worked with different companies, be it Byju's, be it Oyo, be it a cafe bar, to understand where do I actually fit in. And I wanted to make sure mental peace becomes a core part of my business whenever I start. That was, the seed was planted that I have to do something related to mental peace, but I did not know what. While I was working with these companies, I was just trying to figure out where therapy would come in between. But Oyo was something that helped me while I was working with Oyo in Goa. It helped me understand like I can use the space of hosting people along with the exercises that the therapists have given me to start something that can give them a vibe, the aesthetic feel, to make sure that they're connected to their own self. And that has been my journey. And somehow the entire thing, the entire, journey of mine took me back to You Are the Key. And that's how it started. So I was just figuring out myself until I realized, okay, whatever I've done in my past, I want to accumulate it and make something of my own.
So you always knew like you wanted to do something of your own.
Not initially, but yes, later on, after a point of time, like while I was working with Doyo, out there when I would take the owners, like my portfolio owners, while they would go scouting for properties, they would take me specifically to understand whether the property is the right fit for them, how to increase their business. And then I realized when I'm helping everyone out and I'm making sure they're achieving that, I can help myself as well. And mental peace relates to it, relates to my hostel experience, boarding school experience, buy juice because I was good at sales, cold calling. So all of that worked out and all of it complemented in for me to start the business and put that seed into me.
And why Bangalore? You said that you chose Bangalore and then you chose therapy.
So why Bangalore? Because I was staying in Pune. Pune, I was staying for the past 3 years now. So in while I was staying in Pune, it got onto my head. Like I felt I am not able to, connect anything right now. And I felt distorted. So I thought a new space would help me regain myself. And Bangalore is a place where you have a lot of therapists. It was an upcoming place for therapists. So I thought if I want, I would like to take the best place.
So when you say it is in like it is a place for therapists, you wanted to go for an offline therapy instead of online therapy. That's right.
Correct. At that point of time, I don't think so. There was much of online therapy.
Oh,
This was back in 2013, 2014.
right. Not much of Zoom either.
Not much of Zoom either. Today we have
Yeah, because I know my therapists are also from Bangalore only, but of course it's all online, right?
online. No, I mean, it's a smart city now. They understood the importance of mental peace. And I think after COVID, all of us have. So it is important to reach out to people who need help.
But
In fact, for me also today, if I need therapy, I will call my, therapist and I'll speak to them over phone. But at that point of time, I wanted to do
you were
offline.
very clear from the very starting. This is what I want. I want to go seek therapy and then probably go ahead. अभी कहीं पे भी जाना है तो.
मतलब उस समय ऐसा हो गया था कि आई वाज़ हाइबरनेटिंग। आप 1 साल से अंदर बैठे हाइबरनेट कर रहे हो, आप किसी से बात नहीं करना चाह रहे हो। आप जब सोशल एनवायरनमेंट में हो तो आप प्रिटेंड कर रहे हो, जो भी चीज़ें हो रही थी। तो मुझे पता था अंदर से तो मैं खुश हूँ नहीं और मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था मैं अपनी हेल्प कैसे करूँ उस समय बिकॉज़ फॉर मी गेटिंग अप फ्रॉम माय बेड वाज़ द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट टास्क। आप हाइबरनेट पूरा-पूरा दिन चला जाता था बिना खाए, बिना कुछ किए एंड यू आर नॉट विद एनीवन टू बी ऑनेस्ट व्हेन यू आर ऑल अलोन, you don't feel like even when you are hurt, so you don't even feel like getting up doing something. It's just that you are in a very dark zone. So I knew I needed help at that point of time, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to
Well,
recover.
it takes a lot of courage even to seek help and to reach that awareness that yes, you need help and not live in denial.
I think I would give the credit to my friend out there, like my friends who were actually going through a lot of things. We would discuss. Like we started discussing a lot later. And one of my friend moved to Bangalore and she started taking therapy.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that even I mean, if it's helping her, why not if I also go and I take help? You see people who have taken, that leap of faith and you tend to trust that. That is the
Right.
best, I think, way going forward.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. So you already had a lead and then that's how you followed the way out.
That's how, because for me, I had just succumbed to the hibernation that I was in. I did not know what is happening. I was just waiting for everything to end. I don't know what I was supposed to do, but at that point of time, it was a dark hole that I was in.
When you started your business, and it takes a lot to start the business because you were already working with Byju's and Oyos, did you have support?
When you talk about it, yes, my friends and family, the ones who truly mattered, they have been there. They have always supported. They've helped me in the ways I can't even imagine. But when you talk about it, see, there will be a lot of people who would not support you. But then for me, that becomes noise at that point of time because I am clear. Again, self awareness and therapy helps you understand your strengths and weakness. I was like, at least I'll give it a try, even if it doesn't work out. But that I owe it to myself to try. If I've planned it for so many years, I should give it a try now that I know what space I want to amalgamate mental peace into.
Did not anyone tell you ki why you leaving your job? It's a stable job and going for this business where you won't have a fixed income, because this is one question which a lot of people who are moving from jobs to business, a lot of their loved one, they see this dialogue like, why you leave this job? You already have everything safe and secure and everything is happening, so why do you want to take the risk?
So when you talk about that, I had already discussed about the investments, about everything, my business plan while I was doing the job. I was already planning for it that I want to leave and I was planning my own venture, how to get the investment. So all that was already in line. So when you talk about it, I did not tell anyone I'm leaving. I left and then I informed everyone that I'm leaving. I have already left. So when you talk about what are you going to do now, what are you not going to do now, I did not let that noise come into me because that came from within. It didn't come from anyone else that I want to do business. Hence, I was planning for the past few months how to start, how to get investment, how to create a business plan. So I was already doing that. I was doing my research. I was looking for properties. How do I was looking for therapists who would help me assign the place in the aesthetic way that I want. So all that was happening while I was working.
That is very curious. When you say your therapist helped you to design the space.
Yeah, like when you talk about it, if you come, you have been to the place,
Yeah.
right? So when you come there, the color
Mm.
psychology, the exercises that have been mentioned, the warm light that has been used, the senses, how to enhance your senses. Basically, therapy is about you understanding how to be aware. And when you are aware through understand. If you live in the moment, basically, you're able to catch your thoughts, the DBT that we are taught, understand what the thoughts are, where is the problem coming about, and what responses do you want to give, right? So you ideally plan it out. So I kind of reached out to my therapist that since you have helped me, why not go ahead? Tell me how can I frame this that it helps others also.
Oh, wow.
So they did help. I mean, they were also very happy to help me out, to be honest.
No wonder your place felt like home.
Cute. And plus, it's the team. To be honest, it's more about the team because they executed it. I had the idea with me, but when I communicated it with them, they made sure everything comes to place. In fact, if you come, all my people who are working with us, right? So if you see, everyone's vibe is there some way or the other. Even the guests who come, their vibe is left behind. It's the whole community and the connection that, we'll heal together. It's not one.
No. You put a lot of effort and thought behind the whole process, right? Like, where did this idea though come from?
About
The
therapy, the mental peace.
mental peace, associating mental peace and the hostel.
So when you talk about mental peace, while I was taking therapy or after that when I was doing my post graduation, I realized I wanted to do something related to mental peace. I realized the power of self awareness. I understood my see every time you don't have to work on your weakness. Sometimes you can just count on your strengths and start moving. But what happens is we focus so much on our weakness that we forget our strengths.
Yeah.
Simple, right? So, just a simple example that I'm giving you, right? So, when I was taking therapy, I realized these exercises are really helping me out because I am able to live in the moment. I used to zone out instantly. I would not know what the other person is talking in beside me. So while I started taking therapy, I started understanding the presence of being in the moment. I wanted to do something that would help others also be self aware because it's a beautiful process. If you know yourself, you can do wonders. But if you don't know yourself, you are just finding, you're just blaming yourself in a way or other, or you're just exploring yourself, I would just say. But when I realized the power of self awareness, I wanted to do something related to it, but I could not find the space that it would fit in. I worked with a cafe bar, I worked with an NGO, I worked with Oyo, I worked with Byju's. But while I was working with Oyo, I realized space and mental peace can go together if you are hosting people, if you have a villa, if you have a hotel, if you have a hostel. But the thing was, I come from a boarding school and I myself travel a lot where I stay in different hostels. So I wanted to bring back that where I started from, that is the boarding school and mental peace, the most important things in my life. And I wanted to start through that.
You mentioned that your brand's name is You Are the Key. It's a very unique name. I have not heard of this name before. How did you decide on this name?
So I was like, when I was working on the business plan, when I was doing the research, at that point of time, someone told me, what is the name that you're thinking? And I was like, I've not thought of any name, but I had a habit of journaling a lot. So at that point of time, I used to journal a lot and I used to write, what is the reason why I want to start? Why is it that I'm starting this? Why do I want to do this? Because see, in between, you will get lost. In between, you are going to get lost, whatever you do. So you have to come back to that journal. So out there, when I was writing, there was a point that I had mentioned that you are the reason for your own happiness. And I wanted to use that, but I did not know how. So I wrote that line and then I wrote, you are the reason. And then I was like, this is not framing. And then I came with, you are the key. Let's keep it simple. You are the key because people will be a key to the rooms also when they come. and the key to themselves also, to explore themselves. So hence you are the key came where the vision was most important, like why am I starting it? What is the mission behind it? And then through the mission, once I know the explanation, I can name it. It was for the people, it will be for the people.
What were the challenges you faced while starting up the business?
So when you talk about it, the challenges that we faced basically when we started, first and foremost, COVID happened at that point itself. And if you remember, you were one of the first guests who had visited the hostel, February 2020.
But there were already
Yes, you were one of the
people.
first. You were one of the first few guests. That was the time we started hosting. First February we started hosting, and I think you came on 14th or 13th of February, somewhere around that time, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
remember February, but I do not remember the dates.
Yeah, so you, as far as I remember, because there was another person's birthday, and just started that time. So we were very much involved about what is happening, how are the guests feeling. So you came very early, and if you remember, after you left, COVID happened, and you were in
I
Bombay.
got stuck in Bombay.
Correct. You got stuck in Bombay. So we were like, okay, is this the end? Because what is happening, we do not know. But one thing we knew, if we have put in effort, let's work on it. Let's work. It's a clean slate for all. It's a blank slate. Howsoever you color it, now the picture is going to come. So first few months were very difficult, but the thing was, since we had just started, we had kept a contingency plan of keeping a some amount lump sum as contingency for whatever will happen. That saved us sail through, to be honest. And post that, we started giving people for long-term basis. You were one of the people we called. Since we knew you were stuck in Bombay, we called you specifically that if you want, come to Goa. We are giving for long-term rentals for a month. You can come, you can stay here. And then you became a volunteer as well.
That's came
How
of
was
my
that?
life. I can never forget my Goa life because A, I came across you. B, I mean the generosity which I felt. I was stuck in Bombay and I was like, I did not want to go back to the house. I did not want to come back to Delhi. I was like, that is, and then I did not see a way out. And suddenly I get this call and I'm like, we can host him. Like, huh?
Even we were very happy because your energy, man, your energy, you know it. You know it. Like you are a hustler. We love it. We love it. So when you came in, I think you started working with us. Slowly and gradually, we also grew from there. You remember when you came, there were around 5, 6 guests staying there. But when you also joined the team, we had around the entire occupancy was full. So I think when you talk about any business, it's a journey. You're always going to have different challenges. You never know what challenges might happen. But you have to sail through. You have to make sure wherever you water it, the grass is going to be greener. If you don't water,
Where do you find this courage to face those challenges? Because sometimes the challenges are so strong where you're like, I really can't do this. Sometimes it's like you just want to give up. So what held you from giving up?
see, when you talk about it again, the journal that I talk
Mm.
about when I'm talking about it, the journal, you go back to that. That is very important when you know why did you start it. If you forget the mission in between, you are going to get lost. But if you go back to it, plus now at that point of time, my team was so encouraging. Like they were so supportive. They were ready to leave their pay, half the pay, and they were like, we will still work. So I was taking care of, like, we as an organization. I will not talk about me personally, but we as an organization were taking care of so many families to be fed. If you quit, everyone else has nothing to offer at that point of time, right? So you have to keep going. You have to keep going. And it was very start. To be honest, I did not want to feel like I have not given my 100%. It can't be like the first initial days where you will leave. But yes, I did sit down and I did look for jobs also to sustain myself at that point of time. But then there was just one point that my business partner would mention, that if you're working for someone else and trying to earn there, why not work for yourself and make sure the business gets compounded? And that stuck to my head.
So do you feel like somewhere, apart from the business challenges, even the challenges you faced mentally were overcame those because you had a very supportive team?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like without them, I would just be lost. Imagine if no one was working. How would I manage alone? Like you need a team. If you want to be successful, you need to have a team. You can't do it solo.
That is very powerful. because somehow I think my first business when I started, which failed, and this was the biggest lesson I learned. I was like, I'll do everything. I will build a website. I will do the sales. I'll do all the procurement also. I'll do marketing. And I think 2 or 3 months down the line, I was so exhausted. I was like, I can't do this. So it's not happening. I closed it. But because I didn't have a support system also, like like the way you mentioned a team, I thought everything was my problem. I felt like a failure at that point of time. So did you ever feel like that? Like,
Of course, like a lot of times, like when you talk about it, I still feel like if something is not doing well, we are failing somewhere. We are failing. You never know now what happens. You never know. When you're building a brand or when you're building a business, it takes time to build that, but it goes in a minute. You never know when that minute comes. So you have to be careful. But when you talk about the team, what happens is the problem is for me also, I was a sole worker. I would say it is my responsibility. I would do it. I would do it. But our body is not meant for that. Tomorrow, if I fall sick, the business cannot stop. We've already taken money, right? Like when you talk about our kind of business, you already take money in advance. If you've taken money in advance, you need to provide that service. You can't escape from that. That is commitment. That cannot fall if I am sick or if I'm not available at that point of time. Hence, you need a team who will be able to manage the operations, but you can grow the business. You, as an owner, founder, no one is better at sales than you, to be honest.
first, how did you get this clarity that you have to have this team and this is the way you have to go?
Because I can't do everything by myself. I can make a place, I can make sure that there is a sustainable way of doing things. I can create SOPs, I can create processes, I can make sure that the people are following that. But if I keep doing that, how else will I grow? Because I am on the groundwork. I am just focused on the groundwork, taking care of operations. That is for service. That is not to get money. The money has already been, poured while they made the bouquet. And in order to increase my revenue, I need to work hard, no? I know the vision. I need to work hard. I need to make plans so that people also have target.
Wow.
But if I don't do that, how will I how will I leave my groundwork and go find more businesses for myself that will help me grow? If I'm doing everything by myself, tell me that. Like you told me you started your business and you were exhausted. You did not even, I'm sure you must have not taken a break also at that point.
3 months was complete slogging and figuring out everything on my own. For me, the clarity came after doing. My question is, how did you know this before you started the business? How did that clarity came before even you had this? I have to build a team because otherwise this is going nowhere.
Because I knew for a matter of fact, I am good at managing people. I told you, I come from a joint family. I was the eldest child. I knew how to manage people. I would always make sure someone is doing something and I'm making sure everyone is on the right track. So I have always been that person that I can get the work done. I know the right person for the right job to get that done. But if you ask me to do, I am not very good at it. And you have to accept that you might be having a lot of pros, but there are cons also as a person that we may have, right? If I am good at sales, that doesn't mean I'm good at operations also. I need someone who is good at operations who can make sure it's effective. Simple. I need someone who is good at finance to make sure I'm not wasting money. I need someone who is good at guest relations so that I don't have to do it on the counter again and again. If I only do everything, when I am good at sales, then how will I make sure that the other things are also good? Because that is not the pro that I have. I will be learning from them. Correct. But if I do it all by myself, I am going to screw it up a little.
And how did you find right the people for these jobs?
When you talk about it, how did I find the right people? Somehow or the other, when you meet them, you click. So for example, like when you talk about my business partner Murtaza, he used to work for Zostel, and our managers used to be same. Like my manager from Oyo left Oyo and joined Zostel. So from that, Murza became, I met Murtaza, and then we realized we have similar values, core values, and we have a similar vision. So we worked it out and we realized, okay, we can work on these things together. And this is where his strength comes in. This is where my strength comes in. Like you've seen the tech part of Murtaza, the operation part of Murtaza, that's crazy. So I do not have that. I realized, okay, this would add value to our organization. Second thing was when I got Munna, if you remember Munna, he used to work for a B&B, and there we would visit often. Again, while we would visit often, he was very efficient out there. He would always have a smile. You remember Munna ki Muskan? That is like a thing, right?
अंडर सनशाइन आता है एकदम सुबह-सुबह मेरी
तो व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इट, इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम देयर कि आप जो आसपास को लोगों को देख रहे हो, आप उनके साथ ही पहले आप अच्छे से बात करो कि वो आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे। आपको उनका काम दिख रहा है कहीं और भी, तो आप उनसे बात करो। अगर वर्कआउट करेगा तो ठीक है। उसके बाद जब ये लोग आए, नाउ मुन्ना एंड मुर्तजा केम अ मंथ बिफोर वी गॉट द प्रॉपर्टी, वी स्टार्टेड विद द वर्क, सो दैट दे अंडरस्टूड द विजन कंप्लीटली, एंड दे वर आल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ द विजन व्हाइल वी वर क्रिएटिंग द स्पेस. So suppose that Munna got a few of his brothers, few of his relatives who were working with us. We got our friends, we got so many people. So it was more of word of mouth ki through whom we know, we will make sure they come, who need to work, who are looking forward to work and who want to take ownership, but at the same time who understand what, this place is
वेरी
about.
कलेक्टिव एफर्ट
हाँ, मतलब I feel, see, if you have your sister working with you today, right? You would have more fun because you know her strength and weakness. You know how to manage that.
वी ट्राइड वर्किंग टुगेदर एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी जस्ट वांटेड टू किल ईच अदर सो नो and then she listens to this, she will kill me. But it is the truth. We tried so many times, it never works out.
It depends. It depends. To be honest, it depends a lot on personalities also. And when you talk about, you know, when we call their brothers and everything, they also have a good equation when they are coming. And we make sure that the power, like when you talk about the work, it's not related much. Because if it's related, what happens is there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of problems that happen. So we try to keep it maybe one in a different shift, one in a different shift, so that they don't have any collisions. Otherwise, you know what happens.
100%. But again, as you said, you're very good at managing people. So somehow I think that played a lot in the role.
Well, not just me. I think this comes from my partner as well. Like I feel I understand people. I'm good at managing them. But when you talk about it, he is very good at managing them. I am good at understanding what the problems they are facing. How do they need help in the personal level and everything. He is more at okay, fine. This is the problem. So we will make sure that two different shifts, two different departments. Of if one is in cloud kitchen, the other would be working for the hostel.
Most of the women I know who wants to start something of their own, mm, there's always something or the other that pulls them back. What do you think that something is?
I think what it is mainly when you talk about it, right? Whether I'm capable or not. I think it's a doubt that we carry inside us. Whatever it is a doubt. Like if I give you a simple example that I got to know, this was something that my professor gave me. If I give you an opportunity and I tell you, okay, Shelly, tomorrow you have to do this, I am promoting you. You will be like, okay, but I need to talk to you about, I don't know this thing, I don't know that thing. First thing that would come is doubt. How will I do this? I am not aware about this thing. But the same thing if you give it to a male, they'll be like, हाँ ठीक है कर लेंगे ना. Even if they don't know, they'll be like, हाँ ठीक है. We will figure it out on the way. This is the problem. We have our own self doubt. What will people think? What if I fall? Well, you get caught up in that cycle, so you never move forward. I feel, I mean, that is my perception.
I still fall in that trap.
Even I do. And at that point of time, even I was, to be honest, while I was starting my business also. The reason why I didn't tell anyone and the reason why I actually went and I, resigned before announcing it that I'm starting my business was because I had that moment when you got that confidence. एक मिनट होता है वो कॉन्फिडेंस आता है, उस समय तो पूरा प्लानिंग शुरू कर दिया. बट उसके बाद आपके सेल्फ डाउट्स ही आने लग जाते हैं कि हो भी पाएगा कि नहीं हो पाएगा. क्या मैं कर रही हूँ वो सही भी है कि नहीं है? जो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट ले रही हूँ क्या मैं कभी रिकवर भी कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं कर पाऊंगी? जो मेरा स्टेबल जॉब है वो पैसे जो आ रहे हैं वो भी आना बंद हो जाएंगे. एंड आई डोंट नो, लाइक आई फील कि this self doubt will always be there. But the thing is, you have to take that leap of faith. Even with the males, the self doubt is there, but they will not show it in front of you. They will first take the opportunity and they'll figure it out. And I think that is what even the business requires. कि problems तो कल भी आएंगे, आप जब जो भी कर रहे हो आपको ऑन द वे फिगर आउट करना है ना. उस समय तो आप डाउट नहीं करोगे जब आप धंधा शुरू कर दियो, पैसे लगा दियो.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
अगर आपने पैसे
That is so relatable though because वो जो doubts थे, oh my god, I was like, recently, even while starting this podcast, I was like, shit, would be able to do this or not? Would I be able to bring in the speakers or not? Lightings कैसे होगी? Mics को कैसे होगा? ये सब कैसे होगा? And then I think one time I was just sitting and I was like, let's do it. जो होगा देखा जाएगा. We'll figure it out. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या ही होगा कि नहीं चलेगा. That is all. Right? But at least let's take the plunge. And
वही बात है ना, you have so many people coming in.
so the second podcast happening, and I'm like, today also I was like, oh wait, what is happening? Shit.
Even I was very scared for this. Like I was like, करना मतलब how will I do it? Like since I know you, I was like ठीक है करते हैं. But I was also very scared कि हो भी पाएगा कि नहीं हो पाएगा.
At least two here. We made it.
Yeah, still you're one podcast at a time.
Right. That is true. So one hostel at a time, and now you have villas.
Now we have villas, right?
So, okay, what? Now it's not just hostel. You started as a hostel, like you are the key started as a hostel, but it's not a hostel anymore. It has expanded into so much more. Tell me a little bit about this.
So I'll tell you, we started with the hostel. The idea was to start with the hostel, but the thing was COVID happened. There were less people coming in post that. पहले revenge tourism आया जब आप थे, तो उस समय बहुत सारे लोग आए. After that, the next couple of years, फिर उसका second wave COVID का आया था, third wave COVID का आया था. तो during the third wave, I think, this is during 2022. 2022 में third wave आया था, 2021 में third. Sometime December. This is around October, November.
2022, somewhere around.
2020 नहीं 2021 नवंबर दिसंबर में आई थिंक जनवरी के टाइम पे आई थिंक जनवरी 2023 के टाइम 2022 के टाइम पे थर्ड वेव आया था इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन मुझे याद नहीं एग्जैक्टली बट वो थर्ड वेव के अराउंड क्या हुआ था कि हमें समझ में आ रहा था कि भाई हॉस्टल सी वी कांट सर्वाइव दैट इट्स अ लो टिकट प्राइस एंड एवरीथिंग एंड वी नीड टू एक्सपैंड सो वी स्टार्टेड रियलाइजिंग विला कल्चर वाज इंक्रीजिंग अ लॉट पोस्ट कोविड एंड you remember the place I used to stay in Asia. You remember that place? So the owners had increased the rent and everything. So we were like अगर rent बढ़ रहा है यहाँ पे रह तो नहीं पाएंगे तो rather इसको हम लोग convert करते हैं विला में and let's see how it works. So that was just a leap of faith we took कि थोड़ा investment है करके देखते हैं क्या होता है क्या ये workout करता भी है या नहीं है and then we convinced the owner. That is how our first villa started. And once we started that we realized it is giving us much more ticket price and much more occupancy than what hostel is giving us. And you do not need a lot of operations out there क्योंकि guest एक बार आता है आपको एक बार cleaning करनी होती है. Most of the time they're on their own. But when you talk about a hostel, you need people to provide service constantly because there are so many people staying together, right? So विला में एक तो हम लोग को ऑपरेशनली बहुत फीजेबल लगा लीन एंड मीन बिजनेस लगा पहली बार जब हम लोग ने एक विला किया उस समय हम लोग धीरे धीरे उस समय कोविड भी मतलब उस समय कोविड का थोड़ा बहुत जा रहा था इन बिटवीन व्हाट वी वर डूइंग वाज वी वर ट्राइंग आउट फूड आइटम्स विला के साथ साथ विला हम लोग ने शुरू कर दिया दैट स्टार्टेड अर्निंग देन वी वर लाइक अब खाने में थोड़ा घुसते हैं जो हमारा छोटा सा किचन है उसको शुरू करते कुछ देखते कुछ अगर हम लोग कर सकते हैं तो so I don't remember if you were there or not when we outsourced our kitchen to the burger boys and they came and they started making burgers. So at that point of time, they were making burgers and that gave us, but then it wouldn't work out for a very long time. But then that got us an idea कि अगर हम लोग इस तरीके से उसको बनाएं, खुद ही करें, तो हो सकता है अगर हम लोग क्लाउड किचन बना के करें, डाइन इन ना करें और हम लोग बर्गर के साथ और भी सारी चीजें करें, शायद हमारा अच्छा चले. आलू पराठा हो गया, बर्गर्स हो गया, सैंडविचेस हो गया, सैलेड्स हो गया. सो वी वर्किंग ऑन कि हमारे हॉस्टल में जो लोग आते हैं, उनको खाने को क्या चाहिए? व्हाट आर दे एक्चुअली लुकिंग फॉर? व्हाट इज द प्राइस पॉइंट? तो हमारे पास वो सैम्पलिंग करने के लिए वी हैड आवर ओन गेस्ट टू फिगर इट आउट व्हाट इज वर्किंग आउट एंड व्हाट इज नॉट वर्किंग आउट. सो वी डिड दैट इन साइलेंस एंड आई थिंक इन 22 अगेन मई और जून we launched our cloud kitchen. So by the end of I would say September, October, it started giving us really good returns.
Wow.
So दैट इज वेर वी रियलाइज ठीक है टाइम लो धीरे धीरे करो और हम लोग ने ज्यादा कुछ नहीं खरीदा था हम लोग ने छोटी बहुत चीजें खरीदी कि बेसिक से शुरू करते अगर अच्छा किया तो और हैवी इक्विपमेंट्स लाएंगे एंड देन वी विल स्टार्ट फुल फ्लेज्ड सो दिस वाज बेसिक्स में दैट वी वर डूइंग एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम
So now you are the key is a hostel, villa, and cloud kitchen.
we have now 3 villas we have 2 cloud kitchens now we have 1 hostel now we are coming up with a consultancy plan where basically we help other owners who run properties increase their visibility and revenue on online portals.
Wow. And it's been 5 years. So,
It's been kind.
so starting by, while taking a leap of faith and don't like at time you didn't know what to do. And now you have reached at a point where you have not just one hostel which is thriving, you have 2 cloud kitchens, 3 villas, and a consultancy.
But शैली डाउट हमेशा यहाँ पे रहता ही है.
ठीक है, ये हमें रियलिटी चेक
Right? ये हमेशा यहाँ पे रहता है, वो नहीं जा रहा है, बट वो आपको यू हैव टू प्ले अलोंग, यू हैव टू मैनिपुलेट दैट डाउट कि ठीक है, थोड़ी दिन और रुक जाओ, अंदर रुक जाओ, अभी बाहर मत आओ. ट्राई कर लेने दो पहले.
डाउट कहीं न कहीं वो कॉन्फिडेंस से भी तो खत्म होता होगा ना, लाइक कि इतना कर लिया है तो मे बी उस कॉन्फिडेंस को यूज़ करते हुए दिस माइट आल्सो वर्क आउट।
मतलब वही है, फेक इट टिल यू मेक इट. लाइक सी, दिस इज द हार्श रियलिटी, दिस इज द हार्श रियलिटी. बट जब आप लोगों से मिलते हो, आप अपना कॉन्फिडेंस दिखाते हो, आप अपना अंडर कॉन्फिडेंस तो नहीं दिखाओगे ना कहीं पे. आप बिजनेस कर रहे हो, आपके दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीजें चलती है, बट आपको पता है जब आप मिल रहे हो, आप एक डील क्रैक करने के लिए गए हो. अगर आप वहां पे अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट हो गए तो आपका डील क्रैक नहीं होगा. करेक्ट. तो यू विल फेक इट टिल यू मेक इट. यू विल फेक इट टिल यू मेक इट. बी दिस इज अ रियलिटी. आप सब कोई अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं यार, मतलब एक बार में कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ी आता है. अगर आपको पता है अंदर भाई धुआं जल रहा है, तो आप उसको बुझाने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ तो करोगे ना. तो वो लीप ऑफ फेथ लेना बहुत जरूरी था कि भाई, मतलब अगर वो लीप ऑफ फेथ शायद नहीं लिया होता विला के साथ, तो हम लोग को रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी आती ही नहीं. वी वुड हैव बीन स्टक इन द हॉस्टल सेगमेंट इटसेल्फ.
Would you say instead of saying instead of taking it, taking action? Because I think without taking action, the confidence will not come. So whether we can say faking it or just taking that first step, that also helps. Like just to put up, give a push.
एब्सोल्युटली. मतलब आप जब तक शुरू नहीं करोगे आपको पता ही नहीं है. इफ यू डोंट, वो बोला जाता है ना, कहावत है, इफ यू डोंट आस्क द आंसर इज ऑलवेज नो.
Yes.
सेम थिंग, इफ यू डोंट स्टार्ट हाउ विल यू नो वेदर इट विल वर्क और नॉट. अभी हम लोग ने जब शुरू किया तब हमें पता चला ना कितने प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, कि टिकट साइज के बारे में तो पता ही नहीं था ना जब हॉस्टल शुरू कर रहे थे कि भाई यहाँ पे ऐसा ऐसा सिचुएशंस भी हो सकता है. वो तो किया तो समझ में आया कि हाँ ये प्रॉब्लम्स है, इसका स्कोप यहाँ तक है, तो कुछ और हमें डिविएट करना पड़ेगा टू सस्टेन आवरसेल्व्स, टू मेक श्योर व्हाट आवर विजन इज कि हमें वहां तक ग्रो करना है. अभी व्हेन यू कम यू आल्सो हैव अ विजन ना कि आपको अपनी बिजनेस को कहाँ तक लेके जाना है, क्या करना है उस बिजनेस को, कितना टुडे व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इट, आज आईपीओस वगैरह आ रहे हैं, आपका भी एक विजन होगा कि भाई मुझे ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है. बट वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए आपको शुरू तो करना पड़ेगा.
True.
करेक्ट. आप शुरू करोगे तभी ना आप वहां पे पहुंचोगे, और फिर आप डिफाइन करते जाओगे धीरे धीरे करके कि भाई ठीक है, आपका बिजनेस पहले दिन में तो कभी रेडी नहीं होता है. पहला तो स्टेप होता है, वो धीरे धीरे करके आपका शेप लेना शुरू करता है.
And that also comes with experience. This हम एक दिन में किले फतेह नहीं कर लेंगे is also, I think it comes with an experience and while taking an action.
Well, I think it's all a journey. It's all a journey. जो भी आप करोगे, भले ही आप जॉब करोगे, आप बिजनेस करोगे, कोई मैटर नहीं करता, दोनों एक जर्नी है. इट इज अबाउट यू हाउ. आज जो लोग जॉब भी कर रहे हैं, वो लोग भी हाई पोजीशंस में बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी जिंदगी जी रहे हैं, बट दे ऑल्सो टुक देयर चांसेस, राइट. maybe for them business was not something that they would want to do, but for अगर अपने लिए है तो हमें भी तो यहाँ पे chances लेने पड़ेंगे ना. If we don't take risk, how will we get the profits?
100%. Okay, so there are a lot of women listening to this, hopefully. There are a lot of women listening right now and thinking, I hate my job, but I don't know what else do I do. What would you say to her?
See, on a very serious note, again, this line I've mentioned it before also, and I will mention it right now also. Wherever you are, if you're not feeling good and if you're feeling दूसरे साइड बहुत अच्छा है, वो हमेशा लगेगा जब तक आप वाटर नहीं करोगे जहाँ पे आप हो. द ग्रास विल ऑलवेज लुक ग्रीनर ऑन द अदर साइड. क्योंकि आपने वहां का अंदर का कीचड़ तो देखा ही नहीं है ना. आपने वहां का अंदर का कीचड़ तो देखा ही नहीं है. तो अगर आपको वो करना है, स्टार्टिंग बिजनेस कांट बी अबाउट आई हेट माई जॉब. मेरे को ये लगता है, मुझे नहीं लगता कि आई हेट माई जॉब तभी मुझे बिजनेस करना है. अगर आप हेट करते हो तो आप फिगर आउट करो कि क्यों आप हेट करते हो. आप कुछ ऐसा ट्राई करो कि जिसमें आपको इंटरेस्ट हो, आप अपने आप को एक्सप्लोर तो करो, उतना मौका तो दो, तब आपको पता चलेगा ना. क्योंकि आप बिजनेस लोगे तो फिर आपके ऊपर एक मनी का भी प्रेशर है जो आपने लिया होगा शुरू करने के लिए. आप शायद अपनी फैमिली से ले सकते हो, आप इन्वेस्टर्स से ले सकते हो, आप किसी से भी ले सकते हो, बट जिनसे भी आपने लिया, आपके ऊपर एक बहुत बड़ा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होता है, एक ओनरशिप होता है वो चीज. ऐसा नहीं है नहीं होता है. बट it has to be something that you really believe in and that you want to do and you want to stick by it every night of the, every night when you go back, you're like, कल मेरे को उठ के यही करना है वापस। अगर आप वो नहीं सोचोगे तो बिज़नेस आगे बढ़ेगा ही नहीं ना। बट ये रीज़न नहीं हो सकता बिज़नेस शुरू करने का, आई हेट माय जॉब। आप पहले फिगर आउट करो कि आपको पसंद क्या है।
That's a lot to think about.
Like, I mean, I don't know, but while I was working with Byju's, at that point of time, I did not understand I did understand that I was a cultural misfit out there. But the thing is, I was getting a lot of learnings also. I worked there for 6 months and post 6 months, I moved out from there because I knew I can't sustain it longer. But वो मेरा कॉल था कि भाई मैं 6 महीने तक भी अगर काम कर रही हूँ तो मैं सीख के जाऊँ जो मुझे सिखाना चाह रहे हैं। मुझे नहीं पसंद आ रहा, तो आई वॉज मीन वाइल लुकिंग फॉर अदर जॉब्स ऑल्सो कि मुझे समझ में था मुझे पसंद क्या है। अगर मैं बिजनेस शुरू कर देती हूँ और मुझे पसंद ही नहीं आता तो इट वॉज अ लूप होल दैट आई वॉज स्टक इन टू।
I think it's very important to understand this because आजकल इतने सारे लोग हैं, like I think social media is filled with this, oh, you hate your job, start your own business and you will get independence. So we always relate with you hate your job and you don't want to do 9 to 5, start your own business. But if you don't even figure all this thing out, which you said, ultimately you will end up even hating your own business also because it will start feeling like a burden.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट। और बिज़नेस में तो देखो, अब जब आप जॉब करते हो, आप एक इंसान का अपना खुद का अकाउंटेबिलिटी लेते हो। जब आप बिज़नेस कर रहे हो, तो आपके नीचे 10 लोग हैं, 15 लोग हैं, सबका अकाउंटेबिलिटी आपको देखना पड़ेगा। ऐसा थोड़ी एक का आप देखोगे। इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स एंड आई मीन व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इट, इट बिल्ड्स ओवर टाइम। ऐसा नहीं होता कि बिज़नेस भी एक दिन में बना होता है। आज आप हल्दीराम का स्टोरी देखोगे, कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, कहाँ पहुँचा। अगर आप सोनी का स्टोरी देखोगे, तो वो क्या थे और क्या बने। ऐसा थोड़ी है पहले दिन में उन लोग ने टीवी-वीवी बनाना शुरू की। पहले दिन में वो कुछ और करते थे।
Netflix also started with the DVD store ना, पहले खाली वो स्टोर बना रखा था, they were selling. अगर मैंने गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दी प्लीज।
बट आई थिंक यू गिव उनका डीवीडी स्टोर था नेटफ्लिक्स का, जहाँ पे आप यूएस में जाके वहां से आप खरीद सकते थे या रेंट कर सकते थे, if I'm not mistaken। बट आज वो ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म बन गया इतना बड़ा।
इतना बड़ा।
तो यू नेवर नो, बट आपको डेली डेली बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा तभी होगा जाके ना। सो व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट आई हेट माय जॉब, फिगर आउट व्हाट डू यू हेट अबाउट योर जॉब। इवन एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आई वाज आल्सो हेटिंग माय जॉब, बट मुझे भी फिगर आउट करना पड़ा कि भाई क्या नहीं पसंद आ रहा है कि मैं आगे वाले जॉब में तो वो ना लूँ ना।
If somebody wants to book with you, where they can find you?
So we have our own website www.youarethekeyhostels.com. You will find hostels, villa, cafe, everything out there. But yes, we are yet to list the OTA consultancy part. We are working on it, so that will be there soon.
Okay. And last question before we wrap up. Who you want to see or would love to see on this podcast next?
So I think this is mainly catering to women. So there is one woman I know. Her name is Purnima Khimani. She is a professor at IMT Hyderabad. She also has had a beautiful journey where she went. She's from Pakur basically. Again, a very very small town in Jharkhand. From there, her journey started, and then she did her PhD from IIM Kashipur. And today, she is a professor at IMT Hyderabad. So I think it would be great if you can get her to the
We'd
panel.
love to have us. Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you so much for being a part of this show. I really loved having you on the show. Honestly, when we started, like when I started and came up with this whole idea, I had few people in my top list, and you were like right there on the top.
Thank you, Shelly. I have the same love for you.
Yes, because when I stayed at your hostel, I was like so blown away with the whole concept and the whole idea. And every time if I meet any person who's going to Goa and who's planning to stay in a hostel, I didn't know you also had villas, so I now recommend villas too. But I'm like, dude, you have to stay there. Like, I don't know how many times somebody has told me, are you a brand ambassador or something? I'm like, dude, it's not about brand ambassador.
But if you remember when you were at the hostel, at that point of time also you were going around other hostels and you were communicating people to come and stay here, and people were hating us that what brand ambassador have we sent there. And I was like, she's just a guest at this point of time who is staying. I mean, you remember that, just remember,
You all it in your vision, like every single wall. I still, like till the date I tell, every single wall reflected your vision, your ideas, the peace in the hostel. You do not come across so many places in the world where you feel like home. I actually felt home I did not ever felt like it's a thing I'm staying in a hostel or hotel or anything like that. It's like it's a thing I'm coming. Like I actually started feeling like I used to go out, party, have fun, meet people, build a community. But when I used to come back in the hostel, it's like this is my space, sacred to me. I am not doing anything. I'm just relaxed. That's why I used to just DM.
So happy. I am so happy to know that, bro. I'm so happy. Like a part of it, at least, the people who came, who stayed with us since the first day, they believe in that. Nothing else matters, bro. Nothing else matters. I hope.
You brought up if it alive. You were the one behind it. So declaring goes.
Thank you. Thank you. It was not just me, though. It was not just me, though. There was the entire team who felt proud. Without them, I would have not been able to do.
I am so happy you were here.